fifth graders. I just want to do a quick video to get you ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow is our first day of in-person school. The last video you watched is just giving you an overview of kind of what to expect that first day, especially where you line up and how you come in the building. But I also want to make sure that you're prepared with the things that you will need tomorrow. Some of the things are totally the same as they always are when you come to school, but some of the things are a little bit different. So one thing I like to do, and this is a strategy I would encourage you to use, I like to make a to-do list and a pack list. Once you make this, a lot of these things are going to be the same every single day, not just for the first day of school, but for every day. So this could be a little paper that you make that maybe you hang by wherever you hang your backpack so that each morning you can kind of do a quick check to make sure you've got everything. So I have a paper here that I've made and I have included it in the presentation. If you want to use this, you can print it off. And I just made a section of things to pack in your backpack and also just maybe things that you need to do to get ready for school. If you don't want to print this, it's not a big deal. You could just do this on a piece of notebook paper. So I would encourage you to do this along with me today. If you need to pause the video, feel free to do that. Grab a piece of paper, or if you're able to, you can print this paper out. And then together we're going to make a little packing list. Okay, so I'm going to give you kind of the musts, and of course there are going to be other things that you're going to need to add that I haven't included in my list. But let's start with things that you need to pack in your backpack. Okay, so every day you're going to want to make sure that you bring a clean mask to school. They can be fabric masks, they can be the disposable masks, but we are asking that they're clean. So fabric masks should be washed each day, and those disposable masks, they should be thrown away at the end of the day, and you should be wearing a fresh, clean mask each day. So make sure that you have a clean mask ready to go in your backpack. Also, I would say this is kind of specific to the first day of school, but you're going to want to bring your school supplies. And we've kind of talked about those in other ways. We've sent home that supply list, but just a few highlights. You're going to need to bring a couple pencil boxes. We're asking you to bring 2. One of them will be kind of like your everyday use kind of a thing. So you're going to have pencils and erasers. Those are other supplies we've asked you to bring. Having lots of pencils is always a good thing. We're also asking that you bring a few packs of sticky notes, and we'll help you kind of get all this stuff organized on the first day of school. You're also going to need we call it a composition notebook. They look like this. Basically, what you need to know is it's a notebook, but it doesn't have the spirals on it because the spirals tend to fall apart pretty quickly in the year. And you're also going to need a couple folders. You get to pick how you want those folders to look, but you do need 2 folders. All right. Oh, and one other thing. These are really old, but you will want to have your own pair of headphones or earbuds, whatever you prefer. Just know that this pair that you bring is going to stay here at school. So I know just in our meetings, a lot of you have had nice headphones on, but you might want to think about if that's a set that you want to keep at home, and then just buy a set that you can keep here at school. We're going to use our Chromebooks a lot, and having headphones is really helpful. And then you're also going to have a second crayon box. You're going to need a box of crayons and a pair of scissors that you will keep in there. Those won't be things that we use every single day, but we'll store that away on a shelf so that on days when we do activities like that, you've got what you need. So those supplies will get packed in your backpack tomorrow. Obviously, once you get here to school, we'll put them away and you won't have to carry those back and forth each day. Another thing you'll want to put in your backpack tonight is your behind the mask activity. That's that picture that we drew together where you unfold it and you can show the traits that you have kind of hiding behind your mask. So you've had a few weeks now to finish that up. If you need a reminder, I have posted pictures and helpful bits of information, example pictures, all in my Google Classroom, so you can access that there. Okay, here's a really important one, and this is not going to necessarily apply to everyone. If you have a district device, if you have one of our Chromebooks, or if you have a hotspot, or maybe both, those need to be brought back to school on the first day, tomorrow. Okay, so if you have one, make sure that you bring that to school. Also, for your Chromebook, make sure you include the charger, okay, and a hotspot. Obviously, not everybody has one of these, so this would just be if you did get a device from the school. When you bring them in tomorrow, we're going to collect those, we're going to get them cleaned, and then we're going to get them put back in our Chromebook carts. Each classroom, my classroom, will have our own Chromebook cart, but right now there's not any Chromebooks in there because we've sent them out for you guys to use. So we need those brought back so that we can clean them and get them restocked so that in class we have Chromebooks available for us to use. So please bring that back. Also, if you are a cold luncher, if you're somebody who packs a lunch, you would want to have your lunch. Okay. Now, you might sit down with your parents tonight and you might think of some other things that you need to bring into school. Everybody's in a little bit of a different situation. The biggest thing is that you make sure you have your mask and your supplies tomorrow. And again, this is really important if you borrowed a school device that you bring that in. Okay. And then go through what kinds of things do you need to do tonight? Do you need to finish your behind the mask activity? You're all going to have different to-dos, but I encourage you to be organized tonight and make sure that you have everything set out and packed, not waiting until morning. It makes your morning a little crazy and stressful if you do that. All right, so good luck getting organized. When you're done watching this video, if you haven't done so already, I'd like you to make your list. You can hang this up by your backpack, and I would also encourage you to pack that backpack tonight. All right, thank you guys for taking the time to get organized, and I am excited to see you all tomorrow.